All right, it's been a while. We're in the middle of January. I was going to wear a Santa Claus hat, but I got tied up running everything. But as subscribers have increased, comments have increased, views have increased to a level that I never really even thought of. I think it's important for me at this time to address some of the complaints, concerns, some founded, some I don't agree with, but legitimate. And part of those are that I curse in my videos, and I treat customers badly, and maybe that I'm perhaps a bit overly aggressive or assertive. And these are legitimate gripes. I'm not denying that I exude some of these characteristics, but I will say that, number one, I'm not taking down any of my previous videos or editing them out or watering them down in any way. Because here's why. There's two things I get out of it. Number one, the feedback from reliable people that are saying, hey, Joe, this is what you need to work on. Hey, I might be the general manager of a store. I might have written that book. I might be a great closer. But guess what? Without them videos, I don't get feedback from other professionals or other people that say, hey, you need to work on this. So quite honestly, I'm glad. I'm glad that I did that, and I'm glad that I could learn from that. In a very similar manner, you should be doing this yourself every day. You should have people videoing you every day. You should be role-playing every day. You should be running things past people every day, and then you could look back on it and say, oh my God, oh. And you should feel that. And if you feel that and you're like, oh man, I should really change that up a little bit, I don't know, that means you're trying to get better. But if you're of the persuasion where, oh, you know something's not right and you just feel comfortable in your little cozy wall and okay, well, what's next? Well, then that's the problem, is that you don't even feel the need to change. So my point is, don't regret things that you've done, or don't regret other mistakes that you've made, or be ashamed of them, even when people on YouTube criticize you through their little keyboard and they want to tell you how badly you treat customers. First of all, you don't know the first thing about how I treat customers at all, okay? This was a private, well, it's supposed to be a small group of people, a small group of professionals that want to share tips on how to do things. And guess what? If you are in this business and if you are in this profession and you can't handle some Italian guy from New Jersey cursing, well, how the F or bleep are you going to handle a customer telling you to hurry the bleep up and get this bleeping show on the road because they're spending $40,000 on a check and they don't have bleeping time to handle your bleeping warranties that they don't need and are worth SHIT? Huh? How are you going to handle that if you can't handle it? So then maybe that's my point too. If you have trouble getting past this, and stay with me here if this is you, because I'm being sincere. If this is you and you have trouble, he's too much this, guess what? Stay with me, listen. Learn how to understand and get and deal with people that are difficult. This could be a learning moment for you if you're in the finance office or if you want to get in the finance office, because you don't think that people have told me, hey man, hurry up, get out of here, get the F on with it. I'm not buying any of that stuff. You don't think that's happened to me? Well, if you don't think it's going to happen to you, I don't know what part of the state or what country you might be from, but in New York and New Jersey, let me tell you what, people curse, okay? And people have a lot of money. And people can be arrogant. And at very least, learn to get along with something that you despise. And I'm not going to get into a political rant here, but maybe that's the problem. If you're part of the unfriend me culture, or if you don't like this, unfriend me, maybe you're the problem. Maybe, how about instead, hey, if you disagree, why don't you inbox me? Why don't you call me? Why don't you come over my house? Maybe we could talk about it, because I guarantee you, nobody wants to deal with 6'1" of 220 and talk like a tough guy. About 99% of people don't want to do that. Most of the times, we find an amicable agreement where you might disagree, I might disagree. Nobody's that cocky. It's just not. And that's just the point, okay? Let's find common grounds with people that we disagree with, or with people that we would otherwise be disagreeable with, so that you can move forward with the sale and sell something to somebody. Because the ultimate revenge with somebody you hate, you know how you get back at somebody you don't like? you let them give you their money, okay? So take this as a lesson. Get past the people that aren't like you and don't think like you and don't act like you and take their money. Then who wins? That's right, you win, okay? So I hope this is the lesson that needs to be heard regarding, now in the future, I will not curse on any more of my videos. So if I still have you on the hook, if you're still listening, I think it's in the best interest of this channel and the young people that are learning and the people that watch my previous videos. It's in the best interest for me to refrain from that. But I might say bleep instead of the F-bomb or the S word. I might use a bleep because to accentuate my point, but I've gotten some good advice and I agree with it. And I think it's best. It's best to learn to polish yourself at all times. Now, you could be a chameleon too. You're selling a car warranty to a regular old guy who thinks you're pals and all, and I was in the Navy myself, and you curse like a sailor, and he's cursing like a sailor first, and listen, let it hang out then, okay? Be the chameleon, make him feel at home, and, drop a couple bombs if that's what makes the guy feel you and him are in cahoots. I'm not a priest, all right? But in the interest of training, I'll say this to everybody, I'm done with the cursing on the videos. If you're offended, inbox me, and after I make fun of you for a little bit, I'll say sorry, and I'll probably not really mean it. Okay, so the lesson on top of everything in this video is kind of what we talked about too. Don't forget to use compliments and what I call emotional deposits. Okay, I cannot underestimate, especially with people who you don't like. Sir, if I were you, I'd be feeling the same way. I get it, sir. You bought 4 Toyotas. Let me tell you what. If I was in your position, I would say the same exact thing. All of my customers say the same exact thing. But here's how you have to look at it in order to benefit yourself. It's all about self-benefit. It's all about getting them to listen to you for self-benefit. So find the people you're disagreeable with. Let them talk. Let them air it out. Listen attentively. Nod your head. You know what? I understand. I felt that way myself. You know what? That's a great question. You know what? That's a great point, man. You know what? Looking at it that way, maybe I've never looked at it that way, but if you don't mind, don't give up on me. Use that word. If you could remember one thing in this video, say that to people. When people are on the verge and maybe you've exhausted 4 or 5 no's, which again, you don't think people have gotten mad at me after they've said no 5 or 6 times? They have, okay? You just have to have the gumption to do it. And you have to be willing to be uncomfortable enough to get there, okay? So you don't think after 5 or 6 no's somebody's gone off and said that, and it's like, listen, and but you have them close now, okay? Because a lot of times after that 5 or 6 no, they're going up, you almost have them, then they call somebody, and then, they don't want to do it, they say they're worthless, okay? So it's pretty hard to close somebody that's not in front of you. You want to say, hey man, listen, don't give up on me yet. Are you giving up on me? When you say that to somebody, hey man, are you giving up on me? And you say it sincerely, most people don't want to admit that they're giving up. So, and it's the truth. Are you giving up on me? Come on, man, don't give up on me. Just do 75 months instead of 72. Your payment will only be $8 more a month, and you'll have the comfort here and there. How much better does that sound than just trying to ram it down somebody's throat? You can ram it nicely. You know what I mean? Just say, hey, listen, don't give up on me, man. Just do 75 months. I'll still give you the 7-year, 100,000 mile warranty. It'll be another like $10 a month. I mean, come on. For that price, it's better to have it and need it than need it and not have it. Then you pop up another clause in there. It's better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. That's just a great, easy. Yeah, of course, it's better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. Of course. You go to church every Sunday. If you do, you don't know if heaven exists. No, but just in case it does, you might want to go to church. Okay, same thing. Might not work with an atheist, but whatever floats your boat. That's why you get to talk to people. So I'm going to keep it short. I find that the shorter my videos are, the better they are. Please feel free to comment. I hope that I can bridge some of my gaps with those that are hesitant to follow or look at some of my other videos and say, oh my God, this guy's like horrible. He's like a bad comedian or something. I believe me, I'm not as aggressive with customers. It's meant to be a small channel. I never thought I'd have 1,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd have more than that. God only knows how many I'll have, next year at this time. So thank you every one of you who watches every one of my videos and has bought the book. Again, the book is 76 Deal Making Closes. The link should be on my channel, on the video. It's very inexpensive. I think I should charge more for it, but I'm not in it for the money. I run a store for money. This is just something I do because I have a passion for teaching people that want to make their lives better. So you don't have to worry about that. I will say that when I get into more detailed videos about discounting and rate modifications and such, I will be going to Vimeo for those things, because that stuff is dealer insider stuff, and if you want access to that stuff and some of my other closes, you're going to have to pay for it, because I can't have people that aren't in this business know every secret to everything that's in a car dealership. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy that goes and works for a vendor and says, "Oh, look, this is what they do behind the door." No, I'm a car guy, okay? So, I'm going to keep it within the car business family for those of you that want the real down and dirty closes and discounting. I'm not going to get into that for free. And it's not a generosity thing, but it's just like, hey, if I'm going to let you into the locker room, you have to pay for that. And the subscription will be reasonable. It's not going to be crazy. I'm not going to make a lot of money, but it will be. Nobody could just want to pop in and say, "Oh, I'm going to get all the secrets." You're going to have to pay, and you should, because if you care about investing in yourself, I think $20 a month is you probably pay that for the gym club you never go to. But I will do the lease menu next. That is coming next. I had a survey about it. A lot of guys are asking me. A lot of guys and girls are asking me to do the lease menu. That will be the next video I do, I promise you. I did want to address this. So again, I went a little longer than I wanted to, but thank you all, and have a good night.